It is spring, which means it's time for some baseball. Iowa Cubs tonight at 7:05 at Principal Park. 54 degrees for the temperature with winds out of the south at 10 miles per hour across the state for the rest of today. Most of us are going to get into the low to middle 50s and even some upper 50s possible as we get out to Council Bluffs. 58, 56 in Sioux City, and we'll look for 51 in Elgin. High pressure will dominate our forecast before a warm front pushes its way into the state, moving into Sunday, bringing in those very nice temperatures, and I'm talking 50s and 60s for highs over the next couple of days. Those rain showers end by Monday morning. We'll look for 81 for our high, 78 and sunny skies on Tuesday. Maybe a couple of showers and thunderstorms come Wednesday and Thursday, but then we start to warm back up on Friday, getting up into those low to middle 80s with some more thunderstorm chances by the beginning of next weekend. For most of us, it was just a cloudy day out there, depending on where you were. Maybe a couple of drips here and there, but really nothing significant. Few clouds as we start out the day on Sunday. By the early afternoon, the front starts getting closer to us. Maybe a chance at a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, but most of those are not going to be very long-lived. The main event starts pushing its way through right around 9 o'clock. Now, this model maybe a little bit on the slow side, so it will push through right around 9 o'clock or so tomorrow night and linger through the overnight, and maybe a couple of pop-up showers still in the early morning, but most of it should be out of this area by 4 or 5 a.m. on Monday. Our winds stay light as we move through the day tomorrow, and then that front's going to push its way through tomorrow night, bringing us some wind gusts, maybe around 20 miles per hour or so, but these are going to be short-lived. A very, very light blip right around the Montgomery area showing up on the radar. Again, this one is not going to last very long, and we're just left with the cloud cover here in the Mankato area live on the carsoup.com Skycam. And otherwise, very comfortable. 70 degrees right now with winds out of the east at 6 miles per hour. After a very dry October up to this point, we finally had the much-needed rain on Friday. So far for the month of October, we're at 91/100ths of an inch, most of that coming between late Thursday night and early this morning. And the last time we had a rainfall over 1/10 of an inch was back on September 24th. So definitely some much needed rain across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa throughout the day on Friday and early this morning. The carsoup.com Skycam is still shaking out there with our strong winds, but it has definitely been very fall-like temperature-wise throughout the day today. Everyone's in the middle 50s right now, 55 in Owatonna and Albert Lea, 57 in Hutchinson, and 56 in Estherville. The winds have been strong throughout the day, as I mentioned. We're at 17-mile-an-hour winds in Owatonna, Mankato, and Fairmont, 16-mile-an-hour winds in Estherville, and 17-mile-an-hour winds in Worthington this afternoon. There go the rain showers from yesterday and overnight last night, and throughout the past few hours, they have started to take the clouds with them as well, making for a very nice late afternoon and early evening here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. We're going to zoom out and take a wider look here. There's the rain showers that came through our area yesterday, but then down here in eastern Texas, that is what's left over of Hurricane Patricia after she made landfall yesterday in parts of western Mexico and pushed into Texas. So there's the cold front that pushed the rain showers out of the way off to the east. High pressure is going to dominate our forecast now all the way through Sunday and into early Monday before a warm front starts to push its way in and bring in a few more clouds and some chances at a few more rain showers as we get into the middle portion of next week. It'll be cool overnight tonight, 39 in Owatonna, 36 in Albert Lea, 37 in Hutchinson and Redwood Falls, and 37 in Fairmont. We're going to look for 39 degrees in Mankato with winds out of the west-northwest at 5 miles per hour. Everyone back up into the 60s and very mild for late October for Sunday. We're going to look for everyone in the 60s, 61 in Hutchinson, 64 in Redwood Falls, 63 in Windham. We're going to have 62 in Mankato with winds out of the south at 5 to 15, so definitely nice and a little bit breezy once again, but not nearly as breezy as what we had throughout the day today. We stay in the low 60s through the beginning of next week. The showers start to move in late on Tuesday night and become more likely moving into the day on Wednesday. And we start our cool down at that point, 49 degrees for the high on Thursday. But we'll start to warm back up into the low to mid 50s just in time for the trick-or-treating and other Halloween activities coming up on Saturday.